Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Questin here with more World of Warcraft Shadowlands. I'll be looking to do every Mythic Dungeon today. And let's see what we can get. And then maybe on Saturday I'll be doing Castle Nafria. So yeah, I'm gonna start probably with Spires of Ascension since I am, and then Necrotic Wake since I am here anyway. And unlock Mythic Plus. Okay. Huh. Why, Zergay? Because of that raid last night? Look, or what? is that it? Should I have been disappointed because of that?
Shall we converse?
So, should I sign up for... Yeah, let's sign up. Yeah. I can tell you a lot of my guildies didn't feel like it. I mean, I'm personally just tired. I was just really tired. I didn't even mind wiping all night, spending 6 hours in Hydro, because I knew it was gonna happen. It would be nice if it hadn't, don't get me wrong. But, it is what it is, right? Like, I knew the guild we had going in, the roster going in. And I've raided it myself, so I knew it was gonna be an issue. So did Bane. So did my raid leader. I think the issue, like the issue with those kind of servers is
our fates converge.
Twofold. On one hand, you have a portion of the community on those kind of servers that does want significantly buffed content, right? So they want everything to be ultra hard. And the people running those servers listens to them because it's like, well, this is what people want, right? So the people running the servers listen to it. But the problem is, then they overtune the content and make it so enormously difficult that you require a crazy raid setup with crazy players that are, you know, popping full consume bowls, using min-max tactics themselves, playing in a min-max way themselves, because there's a lot of ways to maximize your output, your DPS, your tanking, or healing. And it's very hard to find such people. Even on retail, it's really hard. But you can't clear the content. And at the same time, you do have a limited pool of people on those kind of servers, so you can't easily replace people. So, on retail, if you want to be in a good guild and call yourself a good raider, you actually have to put in a serious amount of an effort. The same applies with Classic, by the way. On private servers, you can be in the server first guild and not be necessarily that great of a player. And that's something, or put in that much, or you can be a great player, but you're not putting in the effort that's actually needed. And that's kind of an issue. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous, but yeah. I don't know, I'm just like, I was fine. I knew what was gonna happen, I was prepared mentally for it, I was also pretty exhausted, so I didn't care. Alright, so Spires of Ascension, to get, I actually don't need Spires of Ascension, I think. Believe it or not, like, I'm still gonna do it because I do want the Keystone, right? But do I want Spires of Ascension loot-wise? Let's take a look. First boss, boots, nope. Neck, nope. Second boss, oh, I want the gloves. Okay. Third boss, nope. I got them. Fourth boss, chest, I guess. It's actually worse. I mean, it's higher eye level, but just because something is higher eye level, the cloak would be nice though. Also, there's some decent gear there. Okay. Hello, KJ, and welcome. So yeah, Mythic Dungeons and Shadowlands. I was tempted to do Castle Nafria today. I was also tempted at streaming Cyberpunk, but ultimately decided not to stream Cyberpunk. As much as I might dislike it, I am a WoW channel now, so it's like streaming priority will always be World of Warcraft. Going forward. Yeah, this warrior looks pretty sweet. I'm thinking he has the mythic gear from Cruel Gladiators. Oh, he's got the Cruel Gladiator stuff. All right. You know, someone. Yeah, but I'm not the Twitch channel. The problem is, like, yeah, there's a lot of people. The problem is there's an enormous amount of competition for it. So it's like there's a lot of people interested, undeniably so. But there's also a lot of. I'll try it. You know, I'll probably try it. Maybe not today, but I'll give it a go. Yeah, and I think a lot of people are probably going to watch it. Like, one of the reasons I don't necessarily want to stream it is the performance of the game is absolutely shit. like it's probably one of the worst optimized games I've played in a while, and it's not as impressively good looking as CDPR made it out to be. I think there's a lot of under the hood stuff that's really consuming performance in that game, and that's the reason it's suffering. So yeah, let's get going.
We are vastly outnumbered mortals. The Forsworn have cut a swath through most of our forces. Vanquish their rear guard while I confront Devos. Go in service.
Yeah, there's a lot of people interested in Cyberpunk 2077. Which makes sense because it was the game that was supposed to come out. I have some views on the subject of it. I think I don't know. There are games I've played over the years that were very hyped up and I feel delivered on that hype, and some that really didn't. Like, for instance, when Mass Effect 2 came out, right? That was massively hyped and it largely delivered. As much as there are many issues with it, it was a game that largely delivered to an enormous amount of people. Not everyone, some people didn't like the gameplay direction. But overall, really well received game. And not just by the gaming media who lives in a, I don't know, bubble. Yeah, made. I'm interested about the legendary edition of Mass Effect.
You were the paragon of loyalty, Devos. And yet all this time it was you who led the Forsworn.
I wouldn't go that far.
Your blind adherence to the path would have doomed us all. You left me no choice but to oppose you.
And I'm the guy who has Logain in his banner on
See
YouTube.
that the mortals do not interfere. You cannot hide.
Just worth saying that. I mean, I feel like one of the things I feel like when it comes to Bioware games is that they there was always some like, this is my issue actually with Cyberpunk. When you were playing a Bioware game, you had a story hook. You cared a great deal about the characters. You wanted to see how the story would go forward. You were invested, right? You were invested in playing another hour, seeing where things would develop. That's how Dragon Age 1 was. That's how Dragon Age 1 was. That's how Dragon Age Origins, that is. That's how Awakening felt like. Not so much 2. 2 felt very tedious. Oh crap, that's gonna kill me. Gotta avoid the orbs. started to feel really tedious, but I gotta say, like, I was actually interested in seeing how Hawk's story would end, even though it was a pretty shit story. And with Mass Effect, like, one of the things I'm thinking with myself with Mass Effect, because while I was playing Cyberpunk, or even while I was playing The Witcher 1, really, it's like there was an instant hook with the story, and there was something that was really interesting and really compelling in this. And I don't see that with Cyberpunk. I see it as a good game. I see it as a game that has good gameplay, pretty good story so far, pretty compelling characters, but not something like, oh, I must play this. And that's something I feel is really lacking in that. It's a massive, sprawling game, but okay. Well, that's a shame. That was the last moment. She just, bam, melee'd me to death. Alright. Rats on the boots. Yeah, I kind of felt the same way about Skyrim. Skyrim just felt like a game that, mind you, I have a lot of resentment towards Skyrim, though I don't think it's a really bad game, but what are you doing? Like, I have a lot of resentment towards Skyrim because it was crowned the greatest game ever made in the same year. Just keep in mind this. The one game of the year in the same year that The Witcher 2 and Dark Souls 1 came out, and I'm like, no. I'm sorry, no. Skyrim was influential, still is an influential game. It is not Dark Souls 1 or Witcher 2.
Reason, devils. The Kyrian must stand united.
Actually, I'd probably say Skyrim isn't really influential at all. It was really Oblivion that was influential. Well, Morrowind and Oblivion that were influential. Skyrim was more of a popularizer for the entire thing. Played Skyrim, finished the story, and I'm like, done. Actually, I like Fallout 3 more. No. I think, like, hype is always something that happens. That's fine. What I think is a problem is when the gaming media just loses all sense of reason, and it's like, oh yeah, this game is gonna be the greatest, and decides, even though the game has barely come out and it's buggy as hell, it's like, oh yeah, this game is gonna get all the Game of the Year awards. They did it for Skyrim, they did it for Witcher 3, even though Witcher 3 was pretty functional, really. But now they've done it with Cyberpunk, and I'm like, I don't know, I think... Oh, gosh. Not having that warrior really, really hurts us, because I'm pretty sure he was the highest DPS in the group. I don't think it's a coincidence. Well, obviously losing a DPS will always slow you down, but... Nope. Play RPGs, strategy games, and shooters to a degree. I mean, as one that grew up playing Doom and Wolfenstein, I mean, I would have to play shooters, right?
For eons, we have been told to purify ourselves, to let go of our memories, our identities, our loved ones, all in the name of service. But what do we serve? An impotent arbiter, an oppressive law. Our sacrifices were made for nothing.
Alright. Let's go. Just gonna get this hunter here. I know warrior had some weird issues with using these. So add-on problems probably. Likely.
You are seen.
Okay. Let's see. Well, after the special kind of warrior that we just got confronted with, KJ, I think that will take really special kind, a very, very special kind of person to fuck that one up. So, yeah. Alright. Regardless, though. Just gonna... Shaman incoming. Right, he's here. Honestly, if push comes to shove, this is a dungeon you can form, and it's not really that hard. Especially with the gear that we have. I'm kind of curious what eye level he has, though. 181. Pretty good. Pretty good. Which reminds me, I need to upgrade my item level. On my legendary. In Torghast.
Listen to reason, devils. The Kyrian must stand united.
Not so long as you command them. The Forsworn will forge a new path for Bastion. For eons, we have been told to purify ourselves, to let go of our memories, our identities, our loved ones, all in the name of service. But what do we serve? An impotent arbiter, an oppressive law. Our sacrifices were made for nothing.
Next one, next part. Wait a second. You know what? I think that warrior was maybe just looking for a damn excuse to just... It would be pre-Pepega, but I just realized, wait, you got an item. Might not have needed anything else. Nah, that's just me. Pretty sure it's an airline issue though. Okay, that's gonna kill me. Desperate measures need to be taken. Alright, boss. Here we go.
This is where you meet your end. You cannot match my alacrity. Your sight is your downfall. You cannot match my alacrity.
Oh, die, healer.
A futile effort. Your sight is your downfall. I have failed.
Yep. No gear. Well, no bracers. As always. Really could have fucking used them, actually. Okay. Next part. Third boss.
We sacrifice because we must. Mortal burdens would only impede our sacred duty.
No, it was a mortal who exposed the folly of your edicts.
Your defiance must be punished. You must be annihilated. All who oppose us will be destroyed. You are unworthy of our cause. You are unworthy of our cause. No, I can still fight.
Well, that was certainly fun. I think we are having a case of healer. A couple of healing failures there. I literally was only taking damage from the orbs I was trying to soak. Now, of course, I could have used Divine Shield, I suppose, so tank failure as well.
As I peered into Uther's memories,
Just didn't expect.
what I saw shook me to the core. But you refused to see the truth. That the path is flawed. That we serve a lie. And so, I listened to the jailer's words. I learned of the great injustice you and the others thrust upon him, and upon us all. He seeks to free us from the prison we have built for ourselves. And for that, he has earned my loyalty.
And I mourn your betrayal.
Honestly, from a lore perspective, that was completely right. Well, except siding with the jailer, that's not. And not just because the jailer is the guy we're opposing, it's like the jailer is engaging in horrific stuff, but the only place that has any decency in it in the entirety of the Shadowlands is genuinely Ardenweald. The rest of them was like, Maldraxxus is a horror show, Revendreth is a horror show. What is he doing? I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's like the first one had to yeah, the Forsworn working with the jailer is just like, why? There's gotta be a story twist, right? It better be a fucking good one with regards to the jailer to justify some of the story
With your
arcs.
spear in hand, I will take control of the spires and forge new paragons to lead the age of the Forsworn
Justice.
is at hand.
The jailer has twisted your mind, devils. You must be stopped. No matter the cost.
This spear shall pierce your heart.
Let's see who fails. Inevitably someone will. Oh, he won't.
The spires obey my command.
Alright. 63%.
Perish among the clouds.
Mortals, take up my spear.
Come on. Did he hit? No. Please don't. Why would you do that? That's a wipe. Well, like basically if you don't hit it the first time on Mythic, you fucking wipe. Now it was a bit unfortunate that he decided to move, but yeah. Really annoying boss. I mean seriously, screw this mechanic, it's really shit. Like genuinely, of all the things, of all the boss mechanics in the damn thing.
So ends the Archon's misguided reign.
Okay. Anyway. Issue dealt with. But yeah, the whole jailer thing was with the Forsworn doesn't really make sense. So, yeah. What's the great... Like, it keeps getting referred to, though. Like, by the people that serve the jailer. That's like, oh, some great injustice. And what was the great injustice, though? That they suffered. That he suffered. And the question is, how would that justify anything he's done?
The age of the Forsworn is at hand. I will strike you down. All who serve the Kyrian must fall. I will strike you
Okay,
down.
people are just being pepegas about the mechanics now.
I control the power of Bastion itself.
Is Mark of the Wild no longer in the game? Just
The
kind of wondering.
winds howl in rage.
Mortals, take up my spear.
There we go. Trust the tank to get the job done.
I will strike you down.
Imagine an afterlife where the furries are right. Well, the thing is,
I control the power of Bastion
they are.
itself.
That's the thing though, isn't it? They are.
Perish among the clouds!
Well,
The spear! Use it to bring her down!
no, I can't pick that up actually. Hold on. Alright. Boom. Boss is dead. Easy.
This spear shall pierce your heart!
Yes! Oof.
Abandon.
Really nice. Really nice. Finally.
The jailer's schemes have torn a schism in the ranks
And
of
I
the
got
Kyrian.
Mythic
must be
Keystone
healed.
with Fortified.
Long have we believed that our mortal lives are burdens to be shed in the name of service. And yet, the deeds of mortals are what won the day.
Now, it's not best in slot, by the way. It's far from it, but
You have my
it is a
gratitude.
chest.
Once the jailer lies defeated, there may be much for the Kyrian to discuss.
Oh, yeah. You just faced a full-blown rebellion. It's like, there may be something. No, there will be. So, yeah, it's like the Kyrian are... The whole path is wrong. So, I got Mythic level 2. Mythic Keystone. Placed within the front of power with inside the dungeon on Mythic. Difficult. Duration 6 days. Okay. Fortified does seem like an absolute nightmare. But whatever, right? Wait, what? Okay. Right, anyway, was that enough? Yep, that was enough. Bastion was defended. As I expected, just doing the dungeon on Mythic is enough. Once. To get that particular quest done. Which is great, because I'm also gonna need to... right, where resources...
This area is in disarray. Luckily, we have many stewards at our disposal to address any problem we may have. Please see that order is restored.
Farewell. seen. Find your purity.
Well, I'm about to do Mythic Plus. Hold on, maybe I should just queue up for Mythic Plus dungeons, really. Hold on, Mythic Plus dungeons, yep. Alright, so we are going... Alright. Shadowlands is going pretty well. So yeah, I'm about to do Necrotic Wake on Mythic plus 2. It's the first time I'm actually doing a Mythic Plus, because I didn't bother with them in Legion, I didn't play BFA. I actually don't even know how...
Maldraxxus dares to show their face in our realm again? Show them that we rule the skies!
Alright.
Lay down your weapons.
So, I guess time to see how things will go down.
Perhaps your corpse will prove useful.
I have no idea. And I wouldn't say either anyway on stream. Alright, let's get going. Mythic +2.
Yet another of the Kyrian's loyal servants. Have you come here to be slaughtered as well? This temple was merely the first to fall. Soon, all of Bastion will burn. Yet another of the Kyrian's loyal servants. Have you come here to be slaughtered as well? This temple was merely the first to fall. Soon, all of Bastion will burn. Stitch flesh will be irked to know you destroyed his prize creation. Though I am sure he would gladly take your limbs as repayment.
Alright, 31 minutes. The middle bar that you're seeing is a weak aura. That's what a lot of people use these days. Like weak aura, in my case it's for all the cooldowns that I have. And a bunch of useful stuff in general. Now there's a patrol there that we don't... do we? I don't know. Okay, so what they have here is called Fortified. Alright, Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Oh gosh, no. Come on, for bloody hell, guys. I'm so dead. Yep. That was bad. I screw up. Should have just pulled the pack on the left. My bad. I'm gonna pick up the shield though. Don't. Gosh, come on, really. Well, that was pretty annoying. Oh well. We're just going.
I got the best deals anywhere!
There are certainly some things you need to... Oh, that's a huge amount of gold. Alright. So yeah, I need to be careful here. They actually did manage a pretty decent job at clearing. Stuff out. 30%. The thing that you need to know about Mythic Dungeons is that you need to have an optimal path, especially on Mythic Plus. So you need to do some of the trash, but not all of it. All right. Now, obviously, you wouldn't do all the trash anyway. good.
Face me, necromancer. Thanatos will be avenged.
Let's see here.
Are you so eager to share your underling's fate? Your vaunted courage will be your doom. Your temple lies in ruin. Your brethren are butchered.
What is...
You have already lost.
Come on! What... Fine, I accept responsibility for that, but...
Vile monster.
Is he just AFK or something? I didn't necessarily want to pull, but I wasn't paying attention. Just running. If you call that a fucking loss. Running. Well, alright. Just keep running. Fuck it, I'm gonna take it slower. It's getting us nothing. And we have plenty of time anyway. Well, good on the shaman for doing the right thing. Right. Lots of healing absorbed. Good. Alright, it's moving back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna skip it. We're gonna go for the skull. Okay. Good. That's done. I'll res him. Alright, the bosses shouldn't be harder than normal, it's just really the trash.
You will be brought to justice.
And we've done the hard part, I'd say.
You
We might need to
dare
do more trash, I think,
deny
but
me
we'll
the
see about that.
sky? Then I shall answer in kind.
Foolish Paragon! There is nothing you can do to stop us. No matter. My minions are endless. My soldiers rise once more! With sacrifice comes victory. My soldiers rise once more.
Good. Alright, that's done.
Use us.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies.
Alright, so far so good. Just gotta deal with more trash though.
I will lead the effort here, while my
Let's hope it's
disciples
enough.
bring you to the necropolis.
We have
Let us
all
end
the
this
corpses
atrocity.
we need, Stitch Flesh. Prepare to strike at the next temple.
Just a moment longer. It seems that the
All
parts
right,
for my new creation have arrived at last.
Just gonna pull that middle pack. I am not pushing this because one, it's fortified, so the actual so the actual trash hits harder. You know, I don't know what that is, but I'll be perfectly honest about my views on something. I have never really liked monk healers. I know they have the output. I know that they're good healers overall, and they do provide an important role in the raid and all that, but in a 5-man, I've always had something of an issue with them. Maybe it's just they don't work well with prop paladins. Maybe my style of gameplay doesn't work well with them. Okay, we're gonna pull the pack on the right. I'm not gonna pull the pack in the middle if I can avoid it. That's not gonna be enough, is it? Trash-wise, but gotta keep in mind. Well, I'd rather. Just waiting for that back. Okay, 63%. So the abominations will be worth a lot. It might just be. I don't know. Just wait. Right. Is my LUI broken in that respect? Not counting the ghouls though. It is counting the big enemies, so we're probably gonna get to what? Yeah. Right, 68%. Very well. Just gonna give healer a second to drink to full. Wow, I've never met the. we're gonna need to go down. Well, I guess it depends on how much the assistants are worth. Minutes.
Come, my assistant. These raw materials are in need of processing.
Stop dicking around and drink, bloody hell.
Incompetent oafs. Gorgrind, try not to damage those limbs whilst you tear them off. How vexing! Rotsview,
180.
get to work, and don't fail me like your predecessor!
180. Nafria, it's called.
No! Now I have to rebuild those two from scratch. It seems I must take matters into my own hands.
Like, I want to yell at this healer for what the shit he's doing. It's Mythic Plus, and he's skipping on drinks in Mythic Plus. I'm like, what? I mean, I get it. We do, you know.
I must preserve your parts for later.
He's an idiot. Like, that's just.
The one who made you.
Like, that's just a different level of. I'm sorry.
Those shoulders could accommodate so many arms. No! That one was my favorite.
Oh, nice DPS though.
My greatest was yet to come.
Alright, final boss and then we clear some trash. But seriously, how can you be so bloody stubborn with regards to that?
Bastion shall be laid to waste.
I'm gonna dispel.
None can escape the storm.
Like, just a note.
Had enough of you.
I think it's anyone.
Can escape the storm.
But I guess we'll find out after this. Some lessons learned.
None can escape the storm. I have had enough of you.
Kill the boss, kill the boss, kill the boss. Good.
Fleeting victory against a fraction of our
the Archon.
forces.
Welcome, brave soul.
I think the hunter may have fucked up in pretty spectacular fashion. Let's just say that. But yeah, we've done it. Nah, I hear you. I mean, it is kind of amusing, really, all things considered. It's just... What was that all about? I have no idea. But yeah, it's like... I don't know. I play a... You know, since I play a Paladin in TBC, it's like... I understand how annoying it can be to use your own water and to constantly run in, but it's like... You don't piss around with that. It's like... But I guess the hunter just kind of decided that he didn't need any of the gear. Oh, okay, fair enough. Kind of didn't know that. First time on Mythic Plus, so yeah. Alright, let's go. Up we go. Well, that's a pretty good ring. There we go. So, what I got? I got a nice solid 1A7 ring. That's good. With the right stats. So yep, that is really nice. Mythic 2, done. So my level goes to almost 182. Now it's time to actually check the Great Vault and see what that is all about. Alright. I mean, it's not mastery. The mastery would have been better, but versatility is pretty fine, alright, in its own way.
Honor me with your attention.
Okay. Oh, okay, so it's... You need to complete 4 in total to unlock a second grade. But why isn't... That's just odd. Add items to the...
The Arbiter sees all truths.
Ah, so... is it... Okay, so it's after weekly reset that you can actually select. Alright. Thank you for telling me that. I was a bit wondering, it's like, what? Alright, so that was one Mythic Keystone Dungeon. Now, these keystones, it's like, Fortified is probably the worst, honestly, in some ways. When slain, well, bursting is kind of annoying. Sure, it would slow you down. I don't know, I think it depends on the dungeon. Like, Fortified is pretty annoying in some dungeons, and others it's... Okay, like I would want to do Spires of Ascension with Fortified, I can tell that much. Volcanic, while in combat, enemies periodically cast spots of flame to erupt beneath the feet of distant players. That's pretty fine. Honestly, it's not too bad. Sure, it means you move more as a healer or a caster, but There's a lot. There's some encounters where you do move a lot. There's some encounters where you, and especially on trash, of course, where you're barely moving at all. So, yeah. So after weekly reset, we get that. I don't know. It seems pretty fine, I guess. Really? Bursting is dispellable. Alright, so it's even easier than that, okay.
Time is money, friend.
Fair is fair.
Keep it real.
No one with the mount, okay, I'm just gonna go to Ogrimmar. Got some stuff to sort out in terms of enchants, gems, and all that.
Cha-ching!
Alright, so gems. Yep. Right, and then enchant chest. I think I'll prefer to make my own eternal stats. Thank you. Buying enchants from the auction house is a pretty painful exercise these days. Okay, and it's also gonna need... How much do I have? Right, so haste-wise I'm 17%. I need about 20% at least to really make it work. To answer your question as to how I'm... how I have my bars, it's an add-on called LVI combined with another add-on called Weak Aura. Weak Aura is for everything you see in the middle. The rest of it is literally just LVI. Okay, so enchant sorted. Alright, boys and girls, so next Mythic Keystone. I feel I'm gonna search for a free right now. I have a 2 myself. Feels like there's a lot of lag right now. I can't imagine why. Really can't imagine why there would be so much lag right now. Just got a feeling. Place within the font of power. So I have a keystone for... You know what? I think I'll do Halls of Atonement and use my own keystone. I'll just make my own group. For Halls of Atonement. Well, that's weird. Okay, so the search function is gone. That's weird. It's genuinely an oddity. So I can't actually find a group or do a group or anything like that. Well, there are ways, of course. Many ways. I'm just gonna join world chat, join global. We're already in global, okay. I realize you zoom in for, let's see over here, macro camera distance. There we go. Well, yeah. Was there something I was missing though in terms of like options over here? Like in terms of distance, or is there like, do you literally just have to use a macro? That can be a bit annoying to actually find. Anyway. I'm just gonna wow, okay. That's a bit laggy actually. Try again. Don't know what's up with the... Is anyone on that's watching this online in the game? Does the search function work for you guys for groups? I think maybe there's just way too many people looking for groups right now. Gonna try reloading. Okay. Yeah. So what do you guys reckon? Should I step it up a notch and go for a higher myth? No, actually I'm not gonna go for a higher mythic keystone right now. So it's kind of annoying. Let's see. So yeah, right now the problem, everyone, is really... There we go. Blizzard actually seems to have fixed the issue, even if it's not gonna last. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go for Mythic +2 fortified. I have LVI and Weakara. That is it. That is all that I have right now. What did Blizzard do to mess this up? Of all the things that they could have messed up, this is the one they screw up right now? I mean, we had the looting issue, the lag issue. Yeah, this is not gonna happen. I'm just gonna try and find... now while this lag persists, I'm gonna try and find the group myself. But I know it's just kind of weird, really. I've never seen this happen before. I don't know. Like lag issues with quest mobs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. But nowhere near like this. Imagine doing mists on... Okay. I think I'm a bit skeptical of jumping in right now. Let's try and find Keystone. I'll probably do Halls of Atonement on my own time. Okay, so in terms of like mythic gear, normal gear, all I need is cloak, gloves, waist. That's not going to be too much of an issue. Got chest, which is something that I did want. Going into the maw, need a shoulder upgrade. Well, not the maw itself, but Torghast. Yeah, you have the option, but to change with the default UI, but you have to go and use the equipment manager, so you need to open that tab with the equipment manager over there. I'm actually gonna restart my game once I make this.
I will aid you as I can. Safeguard your soul, mortal.
Alright, so 182, really 183 almost. BH. That's good. But I guess the goal for this particular week for a lot of people is going to be like either I get 200 or I'm out. Or something along those lines, right? It's going to be tricky actually getting 200. I'd say 190 is a far more feasible goal, but even that's going to be really big push. Doable. I mean, obviously we have Nafria, so, you know, if you get some loot drops from Nafria, you're good. And how many BOEs did you farm? But yeah, I guess you know, I guess doing some of the higher keystones is certainly gonna put you higher. None. Huh. Nice. So no BOEs, just, yeah. I get it. Alright. I'm gonna try restarting the game. Maybe that's gonna work. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see, right? If any of that has any kind of like impact whatsoever. Yep. Would I recommend Threads of Fate? I think if you are, yeah, if you're running a full pre-made group, that makes perfect sense and makes your life a lot easier. I think when it comes to Threads of Fate, it can be very much worth it if you're a healer or a tank willing to do a lot of dungeons, because that's the main benefit of Threads of Fate, right? It's not the world quest versus the quests you can do otherwise. It's really just the fact you have access to dungeons. And you also actually do have access to all the side quests, right? In each of the zone, you just can't do the main quests, which is fine, but it can be a bit frustrating. My recommendation is, yes, it can be worth it. Maybe do some of the regular questing and then switch to Threads of Fate, because you can just, you know, start regular questing, then switch to Threads of Fate when that becomes. All right. I don't know, boys and girls. It just seems irredeemable. Oop. Day 2 of raiding has begun and the lags have returned. Yeah, let's try. I'm genuinely gonna hate my life for doing this. I really will. I really will. Okay, what is going on here? It's like... Oh my gosh, what have you done, Blizzard? What have you done? This is so bad, really. I don't know, like, I don't even dare. Plaguefall. Oh dear. Try that. Thing is, probably a lot of these dungeons that are showing up are actually very outdated, right? So you're not actually gonna get into any of them because boom, cancelled. I'm I don't know. What do you guys reckon though? What kind of level of let's say with pugs, like what kind of level is reasonable to do with a Mythic Keystone pug, considering that I'm 182, 183 basically eye level. I do want to hear some thoughts on this. Hello.
Yeah.
How's it going? Enjoying the lag?
Loving it.
Yeah. What levels of keystones have you guys done so far?
9 highest.
What would you recommend for a pug?
I'm doing a 9 right now with a bug.
What high level do you have?
183.
Oh,
Most
okay.
people are looking for like 180 plus or 185 plus, depending on the key.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's... Well, I'm gonna hate my life, but I'm gonna do a Plaguefall. +4. Sounds fun, right?
Greetings, mortal.
That shit is fucking AIDS like the last room.
Yep.
Like
I know.
When, you pull everything and then can't fucking DPS it because then you over aggro and then you fucking die and tank can't fucking tank them because then he dies.
Yeah, I mean, you need to kite them, right?
Full melee.
Yeah, you need to kite them and all that.
Yeah, but if you're full melee, you can't do anything basically.
Why would you go full melee though? Armor, I guess, or what?
It's big damage, dude.
Loot stacking.
Yeah, I get it, but it's like you're making. I mean, I get it. I understand the concept, but I'm just like, I think it's a bit early to worry about that, considering the mythics have just come out. People aren't used to them. Just saying.
How's it early then? It's like more beneficial now. It's the best time to do it.
The fuck, I'm playing
So
with a
you
holy
don't
paladin
waste
that does
gear.
4K.
Wow. What, deeps?
Yeah.
Melee wings.
Yeah, so you actually have a good healer in your group?
Like he went full apeshit there, man. On the first boss in Miss, you know, where he starts chanting when the tree is dead, you know.
Yeah.
You can do big damage on it.
Well,
He just
yeah,
went
you have a
full
damage increase
handed.
there. So
But he's still doing like 3k on average. He's doing he's doing more than DPS than I do. Like what the fuck?
damn.
What's going on?
Wait, what spec are you?
Vengeance Demon Hunter.
Oh, so you've gone. Well, Havoc is the DPS one, right?
Yeah, Havoc is DPS.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, so you're doing less. I mean, I heard DK's had some issues as tanks. How do you feel about it?
And they're
Mythic,
fucking
yeah.
dog shit. They're useless. Can't keep aggro on anything because they do no damage. And they take more damage than any other tank as well, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they heal, but so does Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is just way better.
In so many ways, yeah. Sure.
I'm just gonna. I guess we're down to the old-fashioned method of finding groups through for the world chat.
World chat.
Yeah, I literally found a playfall group for the world chat.
What?
Just press I and then pre-made groups, and dungeons, find a group, and then search
You
there.
do lag, dude.
Yeah, it's a little bit bad, but...
No, it's not. It's not just the build.
More success with that than the chat. The chat is like super laggy as well for me.
Yeah, I didn't have that issue though. I was able to whisper a guy and he answered quickly. Anyway, see you guys later. Have fun.
So, yeah.
Wait, shouldn't you be raiding as well with us? Oh no, you don't, right?
I've got other priorities today. But yeah, I'll see you. Okay. Right, so Mythic Plague Fall plus +4. Alright, let's get to it. Everyone should be here. All accepted except the hunter. Who probably will accept in just a moment. Probably in loading screen right now. Alright, just waiting for them to come in and then we'll get going. Of all the ridiculous times though that Blizzard could have chosen to mess up the servers, they had to do it on the second day after raiding came out.
Is there work to be done?
It's not a Kazakh issue, Daniel. It really
pleasure.
isn't. Alright, here we go. Mythic plus Plague Fall plus 4. Alright, your enemies have okay.
So, the House of Eyes has finally sent someone to kill me. You're welcome to try.
We wait. We literally just
within
wait.
These halls will make quick work of you. Stradama's plague will soon be mine.
We've literally gone for the okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Okay. Why would you pull that instead of tank? Oh gosh, this is gonna suck. If we just blow all of these guys up, we're gonna die. So yeah, we need to focus. Maybe bad idea, I get it. Let's pray the healer is good enough. Yeah, that was a... I apologize, genuinely, that was a bad idea. Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh gosh. It's not even the burst. Believe it or not, the thing that killed us, or the thing that killed people there, isn't even the burst damage, it's literally the stupid debuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was a bit me being a Pega, but okay, I am clearing this entire room. Besides, we need the trash anyway, so it's like, might as well, you know, just do it here, because it actually does matter. I feel the DPS is certainly here, so yeah.
All of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
Alright. Well, that was a bit of a weird thing with OBS where OBS just refused to work. But we killed a... Killed the first boss, so we're moving on. Fuck it. I just can't be bothered. Oh, that was close.
Wonderful! More test subjects! Unleash the plague borders! I will dissect you myself! Intrude on my laboratory. When I find you, I'll be happy to demonstrate my research.
cannot comprehend my genius. Now to test this slime on you. The next procedure will be a real blowout. An infusion of aggression should do nicely. What this needs is some flesh. Consume! It's time this experiment has an explosive result! An infusion of aggression should do nicely. Now to test this slime on you. Now to test this slime on you. An infusion of aggression should do nicely. But I nearly had it.
So you emerge victorious. But at what cost? What vile mixtures now course through your veins? That is the plague's true power. It lingers, festers, destroys everything it touches, even the victor. Vypadek not been so foolish? Had he reached out and seized the plague, the House of Eyes would still stand. I will correct his mistake. All will suffer, as the House of Eyes has suffered. Will not stop me! A single scratch is all it will take. No target has escaped me. Your demise comes from the shadows. A single scratch is all it will take. I will slay you where you stand. A single scratch is all it will take. Your demise comes from the shadows. A single scratch is all it will take. I will slay you where you stand. Is this the best the eyes could muster? Fear the dagger in the dark. Soon all of Maldraxxus will join you.
Well. Yeah, people are angry, really. Oof. Well, that was unfortunate, Ninja Pulp, but that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly blunt about all of it, it's just really irritating to play retail because of that. Like, on one hand... Wait, I can't even DC, what? Okay, there we go. Like, it's really irritating to play retail because of that, because on one hand, you have a game that is very easy in a lot of ways, and then you have the stuff that actually is challenging, which is like, oh, if you don't know everything that you're supposed to do, it's like you're just like, whatever. What happened to just going into a dungeon and learning it like that? It's like, irritating. But yeah. Now the lag continues. I'm like, there is nothing we actually, like, the thing that kind of really gets to me in that situation is like the healer quitting just kind of screwed us up because we could have done it. That's the thing. One wipe does not constitute a fucking failure. But no, we can't have that. I don't know. It's one of those things that makes retail an intolerable fucking experience. Not anything Blizzard does, but well, actually, Blizzard is kind of the ones that have created this kind of situation, right?
I've seen things
with respect to how the community has ended up being. They basically created a game which rewards yeah, that's the attitude. Gotta have perfect 10 score, no wipes, perfect mechanics. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that is pretty annoying. What's really baffling to me is just the fact that if we had literally stood there for like a couple more minutes, we would have done it. We were 14 minutes ahead of the timer. We just had a couple of trash bags and the boss there, and then the final boss. I'm like, okay, you wanna quit then? All right. Necrotic weight +6. Sanguine depths +2. Mists of Tirna Scythe. Nothing. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, what are you guys doing? It's like, why would you leave? Like, it just is kind of like, it's baffling. Just pick yourselves up and keep going. What the actual F? I mean, I knew Plaguefall +4 was gonna be a fucking nightmare, but That actually went a lot better, but than I expected. Yeah, plus 10. Not gonna do that, thank you very much. I think what I'm gonna do is just probably do them at +2 or something, all of them, or +3, just to actually experience them, see what works, see what doesn't, instead of going in groups that where it's assumed you already know what the fuck you're doing. No, not all of us have played the fucking beta. The other side. Well, the good thing is, believe it or not, this is probably one of those dungeons where actually there are no routes. Because it's all very straightforward and direct. Right, so it's like, the other side might just be one of the easiest mythic pluses in the game. Assuming one can find the dungeon for any of that. Let's see. I mean, I would create my own group for Halls of Atonement +2 if I could, for the keystone that I have, but I can't because lag.
Trust in
So I don't know. But yeah, I can't imagine just quitting on the final boss. Must be really... Maybe people are just hoping that the next group, the next mythic group that they form will be more class stack so they can potentially get some of that armor, but yeah. And I think... Plague of Fall +5. Halls of Atonement. No, I'm not gonna do Halls of Atonement. Sanguine Depths. Not necessarily fond of trying to do that, but see that. I feel Sanguine Depths is one that's gonna be really punishing. Assuming that it's even fucking possible to join any of these damned groups. The other side +2, Sanguine Dust +0, Glory of the Shadowlands, yeah. Well, you know, people keep saying that the last boss of Theater of Pain is the most punishing of all. Why is that? Is it because of the way the keystones work? I guess I could understand that to some extent, but I'm just not buying it, to BH. How exactly the final boss will be so enormously difficult for so many people. Like, I've done Theater of Pain, I never found it hard. Like the only one that I've actually found hard is like Spires of Ascension. Genuinely, that's the only one that I found to be actually Spires of Ascension is missed, and not because of like any DPS or tanking requirements or anything like that. But yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really see a point in trying to make this work when clearly the servers are not going to be functioning tonight. I do apologize, everyone, but it's just Blizzard screwed it up. Plain and simple. Or there's too many people. Could be one of those as well. So I feel... And it's not, you know, yeah. Yeah, sure, I get it. Let's see. Necrotic Way +6. Here. Theater of Pain +4. You know, the thing about Theater of Pain is a very, very direct dungeon. Let's give it a go. I'm actually really curious to see how this is gonna be. If I can join it. If the damnable queue will let me join.
The Arbiter sees all truths.
Okay.
May the purpose guide you. All souls have their place.
That was the weirdest lag spike. So, Theater of Pain, everyone. Mythic +4. Let the fun begin. Alright, so let's do it. I wonder how much of the trash we'll actually need to do for Theater of Pain. Guess we'll find out how hard that final boss is gonna be. I mean, I get it. It's probably mechanically the hardest boss in some way. Though I feel people screw up Devas more in Spires of Ascension. Is it Mythic? No, guess we'll find. Wait, are we seriously getting lag on the loading screens now? This is gonna be painful, isn't it? Spires is rough because the trash is rough. Like, Spires probably has the hardest trash in the fucking game, to PH. Well, Sanguine Depths is pretty tough in the respect of the trash that it has, but I think like Spires wins just because you have some fairly decently sized trash packs with really high damage, high survivability. And then you add Fortified on top of that. I'm like, I don't look forward to doing that. Just so weird. Alright, here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. What do we have? We have bursting and fortified. Why do people have bursting and fortified? Okay.
It seems these upstarts think they can compete with the best combatant either way. This should prove entertaining.
I'm probably gonna play Cyberpunk. Yeah. After this particular mythic, I'm just gonna stop playing playing WoW right now. Playing WoW and going to Cyberpunk. I mean, I would be playing this more, but it's so laggy right now that there is no point. I'll do late night Mythic Plus, maybe, or actually get some sleep and do it the next morning. We'll see. All right. Now this, boys and girls, is a proper healer. He drinks without needing to be told. Even when he's close to full mana, he drinks anyway because he knows he needs full mana.
My blade will feast on your souls.
No, I will not be unmade.
All right, one's down.
Your agony should prove enlightening.
Good.
You will perish.
Let's get going.
Greatest.
Enough! I'm sick of this nonsense.
Now that the preliminaries are over, the real trials can begin!
Yeah, the real trials.
Weak and pitiful.
Okay, moving on. That's already 18%. I guess that you're not even gonna have to care about quote-unquote enemy forces here.
Glory will be mine.
Move out. Come on, healer. I don't know. This trash of mini bosses isn't exactly the most fun in the world. Boom. Okay, 26%. Yeah, that's gonna be. Well, that's gonna be really interesting. Here we go. Pro tip: kill the archers at first. I feel makes life easier. They're actually pretty nasty. I'm just gonna give the healer a bit of few seconds. Alright, you should be fine.
Your bones will adorn my armor!
Alright. Boss time.
You had best make this interesting. Fall before the storm! Can you match my strength? Fight for glory! My blade knows no equal!
Destroying those banners will be.
Fall before the storm! Can you match my strength?
Bomb of out. Boss here is Ruth. Don't die. Please don't die.
Fall before the storm!
Alright.
Cower before my might!
Good job. We'll do Lich last because that's the one that consumes a lot of time.
The first trial, but they're still a long way from the title!
27 minutes. That's pretty good. Oh. Okay, I guess. We could do Lich. Or we could do Lich first. I mean, we could have forced issue, but
Mortal
whatever.
So fleeting. So
I'm gonna stop here. This is not... the only one that is worth using, the strength one. Huh. I mean, I didn't say anything in chat. You know, it's kind of sad. You know what's really sad about WoW? Right now, I'm doing Mythic +4, right? And I have not sent a single word to my party. A single word since we've entered this entire thing. Think of that. I mean, I get it. We're all focused on optimizing our DPS. I would do high keys and pugs anyway. Like, high keys require a guild. Pretty sure about that. Anyone who's done this dungeon on Mythic Plus do I need to pull any of the packs on the sides? Because first time doing it, like here, do I need to worry about any of the packs on the sides, or can we just directly go for the center as we usually do? For the sake of obviously defeating the enemy forces. $180 free. Oh gosh. Okay, thanks. Oh, come on, mate. Don't stand in that. Can you summon in Mythic Plus? I actually don't know. Again, just recently started. It's going pretty good. Though I'm probably, this is where I'll be stopping soon enough with this and going to play Cyberpunk as I wait for the lag to dissipate, because this is, well, assuming the lag hasn't dissipated. Maybe it has. Maybe Blizzard got their bloody heads out of their asses and fixed the actual issue. We'll see. Honestly, I think the pack there with the Bone Scythe, the Bone Maw, whatever it is, was a lot more manageable. Yeah, they're, well, it's server lag on the Dungeon Finder. Well, it's actually server lag on pretty much everything that involves looting, all that kind of stuff. Okay, boss time. Joke of a boss, always has been. We're way, way, way ahead here, by the way.
Your souls are mine to claim. Let your fears consume you. There is no escape for you. I will rip your soul from your body! Let your fears consume.
I mean, I get it. It has mechanics, but it's like, those mechanics are so pathetic that it's not even worth thinking that they exist.
Let your fears consume. Relinquish your soul. There is no escape for you. This does not end here.
Alright, so
Another trial down. Looks like we might have some real contenders here.
17 minutes. We'll get it done. Whoa.
Fresh meat.
All right, let's go. I am not pulling more than that A-bomb. So you get double meat. Felt that. Alright, 86%. Will we manage it? Guess we'll see. Alright, so priest needs a bit of mana, then we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna be perfectly fine. I may have. Yep. Oof. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Alright, so trash has been dealt with, just the last two bosses. What key is this? Well, it's Mythic level 4, and it's got Fortified and Bursting. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? This particular one. Yep. I'm just gonna wait for Healer to get more mana, and then we'll go. Healer of Pain, by the way. The issue with Mythics isn't anything... Like the issue... Yo, shit, I fucked that up. Okay, second screw up.
senses. Open your eyes. No escape. Gonna chop you up.
Good. Final boss then.
Need better.
Return to the central chamber. It's time to begin the main event.
All right. Here we go.
At long last, a worthy contender. Behold my power and despair!
Yeah, I want to know exactly who thinks this boss is challenging. I mean, I get it.
You shall be swept into oblivion! Reality turns its ire against you! Your
I might live to regret those words.
will be returned tenfold! You shall be swept into oblivion! Reality turns its ire against you!
Killer.
Reality turns its ire against you! My magic reaches beyond your mortal ken!
Done. Boom. Easy.
All things must end.
Victory and glory are yours! May you fight forever! More walkers!
Well, boys and girls, that's it for me. As it is right now. Mythic Plus today. Not gonna continue. There's no value in trying to push Mythic Dungeons where you can't even join a fucking group. That's the problem. Like, when even trying to join a group is... Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some of that stuff that happened there, GMDs, was pretty tight, but I'd say for the most part it worked pretty well. But yeah, so that's it for the moment. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more, really. Stay tuned for more later. I'm gonna take a break and then start the Cyberpunk stream in like kind of half an hour, something like that, and play through that for the rest of the night. That was actually my original plan, by the way, for this particular Thursday, and then it's like, oh wait, Cyberpunk came out yesterday at midnight. Misjudged that. Anyway, so stay tuned.